Hello, comrades. It's Premier River, and we are back again at the most majestic city of Neuve Revergrad. Well, future majestic. I think it's pretty nice, though. It's a nice big city doing many things. I went around before the episode. Not much time at all has passed. I sort of made sure everybody was working on something, and not much time's passed in the game or in real life. So I want to get into it again. What I've been sort of waiting for is for this road to be finished, which will probably take a little bit longer because our asphalt plant didn't have asphalt. There we go. I think that's the last of the asphalt that we need. And we'll come back to that in a minute. In the last episode, we decided to build a bunch of road depots here in order to just, be producing vehicles and have a place for them to go. We are producing some railroad hoppers. I switched this over because we have a few trains. Now, I did send a train back here. Yeah, and I knew he would get stuck right there. We'll work on that at some point. And any train that tries to come back in here gets a red signal. I haven't really thought about it that much, but would just like, they're not going to come back in there that much, but I wanted to send him from this one to this one so that he could pick up some rail cars. And you know what, this guy, let's see, which one is he? He's the one that goes to the depot to pick things up, so we won't do him. This is the one we were using for our tour. Yeah, let's take a little while, but we'll get rid of all these stops. I think some people like the train tour, and I did get a comment that if you hit, is it Control G, you basically get rid of the HUD and all of the stuff. Now, I'm not sure how well that would work. Like, I don't know, can you still open a vehicle? Here, let's find out in a second, right? If we hit Control G, yeah, see, it gets rid of everything, which is fine with me, but then we couldn't, like, yeah, see, I can't open that up, but that's fine. Like, for parts of the tour, I could turn off all the clutter, but that's getting off the subject quite significantly. So now, what I would like to do, I guess it doesn't really matter, is take 6 of these. I think that seems like a pretty reasonable number. All right, and then we'll make at least 4 more. Right, and that should be, yeah, that should be this guy here. So, oh, what happened there? Oh, never mind. I fooled myself. Yeah, so we're going to make at least 4 more. We got 2 in there now, and we'll get, and then we're going to have to start making some trains. Now, eventually, I really want to do everything ourselves. Like, if I could get by with not buying another vehicle until the end of the map, I think we're going to try to do that. I don't think that'll be that much of a challenge, just other than patience, and especially with these cranes. So what we have now is these 2 vehicles running around dropping off stuff to our bricks. We have nothing going to here, so we have workers coming into here, but we have these 2 power plants running, but I'd like to get this train doing this one. Now let's take a look at, yeah, so where, it's going to be tough. Yeah, I don't know where they're going to. Like, I forget which, like, so in other words, when they come here, I forget which waypoint that is. They should be, right, I guess we'll have this other one coming on this side, and it seems like to me I probably would have said drop off here. I don't know. Like, go to this one. In other words, we want this guy to come in here. So instead of going to this one, we're going to have him come into this one. Right? He's going to drive along, come all the way over here, and then come into here. And I want him to go to this waypoint, I hope. Right? And then go to this stop. And then go to, yeah, so this is, I don't want them to be on the same, those 2 seem to be on this track, so let's do like this, and then that. I don't know that it matters so much on the return trip. And then, yeah, do we want them, yeah, I think I'm going to have them both go to this, oh, wait, then we want them to come to here. Yeah, that'll be good. right? So then we'll have two stops here that we could fill up with coal. And then having come to there, I don't really know if I care how they go into here. All right, so hopefully that works and he doesn't get a symbol like he can't do what I want him to do. Good. Now, we do have a little bit of coal here. Why don't we got coal in there but no workers. Yeah, why don't we have coal in here? Making sure everybody has power. Yeah. Yeah, so we just didn't seem to get anybody working in here, right? Oh. Building is without power supply. Somebody did mention that. Now, was there... Okay, I think we just need another... Yeah, just that one building, of course. So that I don't think that would affect that, but let's make sure none of the other ones... Yeah, just that one building. Okay. Well, let's see. What can we do? Do we have any open... No, this is all filled up, but we should have... Yeah, we could come around this way. And we don't necessarily... We could probably just do a switch, but... Where can we put this? Yeah, you know, I'm thinking like right over here. Right. And then too sharp. How about you come like there and there. We'll just run it all the way around. Too sharp. Let's go back to this one. All right, commit to that. This is why I didn't want to move all of our construction offices out of, or construction people out of here. All right, so you need to work on that, and then I guess we can come back for that. All right, and I guess we might as well get the helper. I did steal some vehicles out of this one. Game save again. There we go. All right, so I have to remember to come back up and do that. Now, I still don't understand exactly why this wouldn't have... Let's do store this item coal. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this should be coal ore. Yep. And this should be coal ore. No, that's coal. Coal ore, this one's coal ore, and then, yeah, coal. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Where's our one? We certainly need more trains. And just because we have this going to each stop, I sort of stopped making these. I'd like to get the, because we should have some coal coming into here. Now, are we missing... No, everything else seems like it's connected. I was just wondering if we were missing some kind of critical conveyor or something not being built, but I think we're good to go. And then all the conveyors, yeah, should have power. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, we only have the one train anyway to put on there. Here he comes. So hopefully he'll make it in there. Yeah, where are you? Oh, you're going this way. Okay, good. Well, at least he didn't get a marker on him. So yeah, so we need to get some coal into here. We'll come back and check on that. Let's go see how our road's doing down here. Yep, we got a roller on there, so we should be able to come back to this in a few minutes. Even if we don't have many people, it should roller it fairly quickly. And I would like to talk about, where do we draw the line on ending the map? And I think one of the things I would like to see as far as saying, okay, well, this is good enough to call it done, is to be able to come in and say, let's look at last month. And what did we import? Power and food. So we just worked on the power, and we're working on the food and the fact that we got the crops going down there. in our new lake pollution. Is that what I called it? Pollution lake farming area. So this, I noticed we're already starting to plant some crops, and we need to get these roads done. But we're getting pretty close to done over here. And then we'll talk about getting some trains. And again, it might take a little extra long because we haven't even made any box cars yet. But that's all right. We'll go just do other things while we wait to ramp. There's no one thing I think is that critical. I mean, again, if you look at the amount of food that we imported last month. Oops, what am I doing? It was, you know, it's not a huge amount, though it's $29 million worth. It would be nice to cut that out. And so that would be the goal, is that we don't purchase anything. And then also on the other side of it, I'll come back to here, shouldn't have ever left. I would like to see us, we're really not exporting very much, and I would like to see us exporting like all the normal things that you would think to export. And by that I mean, I don't know that I would necessarily export electronics, right? Not unless we were definitely making plenty of electrical components. I'm sorry, we would export electronics, but we wouldn't necessarily export the electrical components, or at least that wouldn't be like a big part of the goal. So I don't see why we couldn't get us to the point that we're doing electronics as far as exporting, right? So when we get down to MB distribution, all right, let's open that up. We would then send this guy. Now the reason I stopped this is because this takes steel, and I just wanted to kill everything that took steel, right? Our power is really really fluctuating in places. But that's all right. We're going to try to get those other two ramped up. So what I want to do is add Molna here, right? And just unload anything that you have on you, right? So now we should be exporting electronics. And then we would just go down the list here, right? And take a look. Like, we're not exporting fuel. We could talk about improving that or whatever else. Let's go take a look at the fuel and see. Yeah, so that would be the only place we'd be exporting fuel. Now, I also flattened this area out here in one of the episodes with the idea that we would improve this exporting. So that's the kind of thing I'd like to do over the next few weeks when we have time and construction offices available, is do things like that. Now, yeah, I think that could definitely be on the list. So in other words, I'd like to redo this with the idea that we might even, I don't think we need another, we don't need another oil refinery, but we might want to be bringing oil into here from, like, if we could set it up so that the excess that we might have over here would be drug, like that's why I have this station here, is that we could take excess oil and take it over to our oil processing, right, without having to build another refinery in this area. But I'd want to make sure we did it in such a way that we didn't deprive like chemicals VOD of that stuff first, right? Or our plastics up here need to take priority somehow. So I think that we would take priority the right way, but we would just have to see. Right? Like right now we've got more than enough, and we haven't even really ramped this up. So you see, it's all like an intertied web when we're sharing those things. Building is on fire. Yeah, it's the story of my life. All right, so in any event, why are we not exporting fuel? Yeah, well, we have plenty in here, so we're going to Brzezinsk North last. Right now, you're going to GW distribution, a waypoint, and we're going to end up redoing a lot of these, but I don't see why we couldn't export fuel. And same thing with bitumen. Right, so you're going, where do you go? Yeah, Brzezinsk North. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what part of your problem is. Yeah, we'll leave this open and shrink it. And close this. So when you come out of here, yeah, you could head up there. Just wondering if he couldn't get up to the export, but he can. So let's send him to the export too. All right, so, oops. All right. Oh, I did that wrong. Unload anything you have on you. Good. Now, why aren't we doing bitumen? Well, we are. And there's bitumen on our list. It might just be that well, let's do this year. Yeah, I think it's just hit or miss whether we hit a month with the bitumen train. There we go, we're exporting some clothes. Yeah, it'd probably be better to look at this year and just get a feel for, so prefab panels, meat, cement. Yeah, we're actually 32 million in cement makes up for our food just with the extra cement that we're sending out. All right, so there we go. So as far as economy and trade, let's skip back over to resources. So gravel, really not worried about exporting gravel at this moment, but I definitely want to take a look at those trains. Cement, we just sort of looked at that. Is there anything that's standing out? Coal, we're not going to worry about exporting that anytime soon. Bitumen, we just did. We're not going to export asphalt. Yeah, bricks. Bricks is another one. Ooh, geez. Oh, look at that. I don't think I ever clicked on that before. Ah, so it's showing me where all of it is. Nice. All right, but that's not really what I wanted to do. Do we have a back button? Yes, we do. All right, so we want to take a look at bricks. And the reason for that is, if we come, it's really weak right now, but I took the bricks guy off of what I would consider a normal route. And he would be findable here as easily as any place else. And I remember he's this train. Just see, it wasn't that long ago that I had to deal with him so many times. So really, I have him going from GW distribution all the way over to here, and I'd like to get him more on like what I would call a normal route. So if GW distribution, by the way, this is our bricks factory. So it's pretty awkward right now. We're taking the bricks by truck over to GW distribution, and then he's loading up here. And then he's going, at this point, all the way up to Autograd. Now, I'd like him to be able to come in and let's go back to dropping off here first, right? And game save. Oh, the game save sort of saved me some time this morning. The power went out right kind of before I was going to do this episode. And then like it flickered, so I saved it real quick, but then my save was corrupted. So it turns out that the auto save that happened not too long before that, at least saved me some time in the prep. It really wasn't that long, but it was nice to have been saved. Probably 10 or 15 minutes. And so anyway. All right, so then he could come up. I think the Autograd would be a fine next stop. And then, yeah, probably I would think NR distribution would be fine, right? Which is all the way over here. And then he would come down to Itupafaloo and drop off bricks there. And then come over to MB distribution and drop off some bricks here. And then when you leave MB distribution, you can drop off the remainder over here. Now, hopefully, we'll get the bricks going in Bricksville, and hopefully this doesn't cause a problem. But again, we're really not doing that much construction, and I certainly don't see us doing that much construction with bricks. All right, so let's go. I don't want to, I want to keep doing that kind of thing as we fill time. But there we go. Look, our road is done over here. So if you didn't watch the last episode, we have a road cargo station here. I'm sorry, a road depot. And yeah, I think what I would do, this is a gas station. Let's just, all right, I don't want too many connections to the outside world. You know what? Would we? Yeah, no, I do want to get that built kind of right away. But then what I'm thinking, we're just going to kind of... Yeah, this might be a good little pattern for us. Right? And then we would do... like that. Right? And then rather than having too many... kind of straight, right? On the fly without... Now the other thing I was wondering about, and maybe I don't know if we should experiment or not, but... Alright, so that's a good start. Let's see, how many vehicles are we talking about? I think I want more than this. So let's do... Yeah, I think we could do something like this. You know what, we're just gonna go like from here, right, and then we connect these up in a minute. And the reason I say in a minute, because I kind of want to get that guy to connect, even though I sort of don't want it. All right, and we can do another one here. Let's delete that bit. So delete that bit over there. Right, yeah, that really didn't work out. That's fine. I was going to connect maybe the other side of these, but I don't need to make it 72 projects. Plus, it's just really not necessary anyway. And then, yeah, well, let's see how that works out. That's quite a bit for them to get constructing on. And now these guys should be auto searching roads. Yeah, so I think they're doing that now. Are you auto searching roads as well? Yeah, let's... Yeah, any roads and footpaths. Buildings without power supply, that's fine with me. Other than that means, yeah, we should be able to get this guy in now. We did put power over here. More for the gas stations than anything else, but I should be able to just get a little dirt road will be fine. And then let's get these guys over here to work on that. All right, so we shouldn't have to worry about this too much for a few minutes anyway. And we'll get a bunch more depots in. Now, did we get... Yes, we got the gas station over here, so let's grab... So we built a gas station there because... And the reason for that, for those of you who didn't watch, especially when I sent like the tractors or the slower vehicles, they would drive over to here, say, oh, I'm empty on fuel, and then drive all the way down to here to get fuel, and then drive all the way back. And I just thought, well, that's a bit silly. So let's get it a little bit closer now. Yeah, I think we can come into here and get either one. And then come to there. So I want you to load up some fuel, unload and wait. There we go. So that gas station should be good to go. Does it have power? Yes, it does. Very good. All right, so what are we making in here? We're making open hauls. I see a number of them, and I'm okay. If we make extra, we'll just sell them off. I'm not sure the best way to do that financially speaking. This guy is making nothing. Yeah, that's right. He was making covered hauls before, and then this guy's still making these. Good. We got... Okay, now, let's take a look. So this is our open haul that's got one of these on there. And I think what I'd like to do now is I think I have two... Yeah, I have two extras sitting in here. Let's take this guy and send him back. But then this guy, instead of going to Bricksville, because we got two extras at this point, we don't have... Let's go to a place we have trolleys, and I'd like to sort of start putting a couple in each of these. Where the heck is our trolley depot? I know we had a trolley depot. Did it burn down or something? Oh, this is a gas station. Needs a... Yeah, where is our trolley depot? I don't... Oh, it must have burnt down right here. Okay. That doesn't surprise me too much. Let's get rid of that. Let's get trolley bus depot, so we won't do... Alright. And then let's get... If this guy didn't... Oh, he already picked up the road, so we'll have to remember to come back to that. Now let's go grab another cistern. And do something similar to what we just did. Like from here... to there. Fuel. Wait. Start. Good, so we'll have another gas station over here just for having a gas station over here. And another thing I was eyeing up over here that I think I might like to do just for like splurging's sake is see if we can't put in another firehouse.
River. I am back at the fine city of Nueve Rivergrad.
There we go. The next episode for tomorrow is ready to go, even though by the time you watch this it'll have been 2 days ago. But it's ready to go. Alright, I was thinking of trying to squeeze in another firehouse someplace. Let's take a look at how big that actually looks in real life. Yeah, do we think we could put it... No, there's no way we're going to put it there. I could get it there if I could get a road. I don't think I'm going to get a road. I don't think I'm going to get a road past that building, but that really would be... Yeah, no way I'm going to get it in this way. I guess I could go right over here. But if I went over here, I think I would like to put a road in like this way. Yeah, you won't let me... Yeah, let me go there. Yeah. Right, and then if we... Let's just run this long. I don't know what else we may put over here, but can we get our firehouse back in there? Where's our firehouse? Quite. Well, we can get rid of this road. Sometimes if you can't put the building down, but then you can put the road down later. So let's, I mean, like that would fit, and then we can come back to our road and put it in, just because it looks nice. Now we'd have to get people over to here, but I think they should be able to walk. But then again, let's just... Oop, that's the wrong one. Yeah, let's just upgrade this to walkie road, right? So they can walk... Well, yeah, they'll be able to walk in this way from either that house. And we could actually put a few more houses in for them. There we go. Very nice. And that just makes me feel better that we would have, you know, that we would have a little bit more fire protection, a little bit into our city, so we maybe don't lose things like this. And then, really, just as another thought, like from here, buses need to go over there, which I would rather have it where people could just walk to the firehouse for their work, and that'll make it much more reliable. Matter of fact, from 50% reliable or 60% reliable up to like 100. So there we go. So we're building this, and hey, we did assign that, right? Yep, good. All right, good. So let's go do something else for a little while. Let's check on things. Is this guy... Yep, he's got 2 road constructions. Are we making progress? Oh, look at that. Yeah, are you just like the slowest? Oh, missing steel. Oh, yes you are, aren't you? Well, I don't know that I even want these down in here anymore. So I think what I'm going to do, even though it'll be a little bit awkward, yeah, I think we're just going to send these guys. Yeah, I didn't really mean to do that. I think we're going to send you to here for steel. Right, and then what else do we have? Yeah, we have the other things here. You know what, we're going to stop supplying these things. All right, so let's send... Yeah, let's send these guys to Importska. Right, and then unload anything that you have on you. Do nothing. Do nothing. So we're going to have to remember that they're doing nothing. All right, maybe we just hold on to them until they get empty. All right. Unload anything. Nothing. Nothing. So hopefully I won't accidentally close them. Unload anything. Good. All right, so that should get them emptied out. And then, because if we really, I think we're going to get rid of all of this construction so that we can talk about getting more people to our steel mill from the other side and or into our redone oil plant that I was talking about earlier. So really, I think we'll just get rid of this as part of the start of that process. We can leave the little road there for the moment, just because somebody might need to access it like a fire company. But yeah, a lot of this is going to be gone, which is sort of a shame. It's our beginning stuff, but I'd like to get the railroads fed into here and with more people. So there we go. And that those, like I said, get rid of the busing of people too. So we'll probably have another train stop that can feed our oil plant. Now we're not going to need this plastic, so eventually we'll get rid of that too, once we start actually making more plastics up the other end. Cool. Yep. Well, I think we're doing everything here that we can for the moment. Good to check on that. Yeah, you know what? I was going to look at the railroad. Oh no, you know what? Look, we finished that assigned railroad. I'm surprised. Did we just finish it now? I think we just finished it while I was looking. Didn't I just look at this and say, oh yeah, they have two assignments? Now we're going to do this. All right, but I think I'm also going to put in another signal. All right, and I'm going to put it in like here, because otherwise, if this guy got up to here, he'd get a red signal, right? And I want him to be able to keep working, because this side is going to be a little slow because he's working on the bridges still. This one guy was working on all of this while this guy was getting the bridges done. So that's why we're getting it completed. But that way he won't have a red signal until he gets all the way down to here. See, like right now, if he tried to work, he would have a red signal. So we'll see how far this guy gets, and it's not that critical, but they're good. So we got that little problem. I was wondering why we didn't get that, why we didn't get this completed. Sort of makes sense. They ran out of steel. Definitely a reasonable way to find those things. Now, what are we? Oh, an iron. Do we still have construction office there? No. And this is another one of the places I want to put some extra of the extra vehicles. Let's go see. Let's go see if we. Yeah, do we have? Yep, you. All right, so I want, instead of going to that other one, why don't you come all the way down here? Right, and go to there. Oh, it just replaced it. That's interesting. I never saw it replace it. It usually adds an extra one. Okay. Well, I'll take that. All right, so now we'll get, and then we'll do that to any place that we have the trolleys, which is not Old Revergrad. We could talk about upgrading Old Revergrad to have trolleys. That would be nice. So basically, we're talking about Moscow there. Nueve Revergrad would be another. This would be another place we'd have trolleys, right? Or no? No, we don't have any. No, I guess we don't. But yes, we could definitely upgrade to trolleys over here. I think when I designed this, there was no trolleys. So, yeah, that would definitely be a thing. And maybe even trolleys. I don't know if they're any better than the buses, but it would be interesting maybe to take trolleys this far. One of the tests that we were doing at one point was to see how well we made out with the trolleys over here. Now, I don't think we ever really ramped it up. So, yeah, for no doubt, we'll start sending some extra trolleys and see. We're doing quite well as we are, aren't we? All right, do we not have... Well, maybe we need more... And see, the problem with anything but the trains is they seem to get in traffic jams at that point. Yeah, missing livestock. Yeah, so I think we just don't have enough crops, do we? And that train's just pulling out now. And it's empty, right? Yeah, and let's see, so we just don't have enough crops in here. Now, we have some crops here, and eventually if we find we have more, we could bring them in. I guess we can also get a construction office down here, couldn't we? We have one. Why aren't we... I guess we just decided not to work on those things. I don't know what... is that a... No, that's just a... I thought I saw yellow. Alright, so we'll get these built. And then, so it's good. So we'll at least need another trolley to come over here, and we should have one in there already, right? Yeah, so we'll get this ramped up as far as balance it out and see if we can't... Yeah, look, our two meat trains are just sitting there. Okay. And that's the kind of thing I want to do. Just go around and make all those kind of improvements. Now let's go check on our construction. No. Did we get this road done? No. Did we get this road done? Yes. So is this being found? No. Let's assign this. All right, I'm going to leave this open for a minute. Let's get... I'm going to do nice little gravel roads. And that should be a gravel road there. And then is this one done? Yeah, but that one's attached over there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there. So yeah, this guy will be all attached when we finish building those roads. All right, and then we're going to come back to here and just make sure... Oh, I didn't do the road thing. And then I closed that. All right, so you can get to work on... Yeah, I already assigned those. Good. Now, how about up here? That one's done. I don't know if you... No, you didn't get this one done yet, so that's fine. So we're working on all of the other things. Looks like we have our power. Yes. So we have power here. Everything is all right. We really could get a train over here if we had one. And yeah, so we got all of our electrified track going, and yeah, now we're going to be waiting on trains, which, like I said, I really would like that challenge of that. Now let's take this guy. See, the one? No. Let's say start. All right, so he should go pick up those, and then we'll have another train here momentarily to go take over to there. And I think I'd like to keep making these hopper cars for a little bit longer until we have, say, 8 of them, and then we'll switch over to making more of these trains. All right, so this guy should be coming back here shortly. Now, we had an error here one time where it left the cars out. I'm going to do like nothing, and hopefully we don't... Seems to be fine since then. There we go. So that's this one, which we don't want to mess with. So we're going to put them onto here. So we'll try to get about... I don't care if we get some extras, because we'll need them in the future. But there we go. There's another train with 6. Open him up. Close this. No, you know what? It's fine to leave him open. Leave him open. Close him. Yeah, we'll check those road vehicles in a minute. And we're going to come and find the guy that's going to this train station. Right, and then we're going to open up this. Right, and we should be able to close that, and this guy should be able to start. And we'll see how that works out. But now we should have 2 trains on each of these. For those of you who haven't followed it, I don't know what to say. I don't want to explain this every single time I come in here, but we should now have 2 trains coming to this stop, which will take coal to this stop, which should allow these guys to start making power. But the problem we had in the last episode, I think it was, or was it the beginning of this episode? I forget. Sorry. Yeah, we didn't have that built. So let's get power. I don't know if that's our only problem. Coal ore, no workers. No workers. So why aren't we getting coal ore in here? Or, I mean, coal, right? We should be... Yeah, I'd really like to see some workers actually in this place. All right, no workers. Bus platform 3. Let's... All right, 84 workers waiting. Get in. Yeah, why aren't you... Let's see, what are... Yeah, you should be the only one... No, there's 3 of them. Maybe you're just getting strangled? Like by your other compadres? Or is it... It's not that they're taking too long. It can't be that. I hope that's not too far away to pick people up and drive them there. Right? Maybe it's just that these other guys are stealing all the people, but I do have them get in 29%. Oh, that's right. We do want to reduce this. Right. So what do we say? 25, 10% is 25. There's 4 of them, 4 of those factories over there. Each one needs 15. Let's do this guy at like close to 50%, and then just tell him to get out 100, right? So take any kind of workers. Yeah, we're going to come back to this. What did you... Yeah, you got 77 workers. Well, it seems like we have workers there, so I need to kind of figure out why we're not getting them in the train and over to here. Because it's the second time I've looked and not seen any workers on this. And I don't think I'm missing anything obvious. Well, we're going to come back real quick and take a look at that. Give him a few minutes. But in the meantime, yeah, we can take these guys and stop them from running in endless circles. Yeah, you know what? We can send you all to here. Now, you know what? We're gonna... Yeah, I don't want these... I want this centralized a little bit. Like, I don't want to send them to places, so I got to go looking all over the map. And I don't think we have any of our new depots built. Okay, where am I at? Chemicals of Ot. Yeah, we're close. All right. Yeah, so go there. Yep, you're empty. Go to here. And you're full. There we go. Good. All right, so let's go back and take a look at this guy and just see. Yeah, he's still got a little ways to go. Well, let's take a ride, right? Why not? Let's shrink this so it looks a little better. See what it looks like to be in Bricksville. Okay, that was kind of fun. Looks nice coming down the hill there into Bricksville, doesn't it? Alright, so let's see. Why is this guy... Get in 49%. Yeah, he's getting workers. Alright. Well, could it just be timing? We're down to 10, but we're getting workers back in there pretty quickly, so... Alright, so now we got to keep an eye on how long it takes. Let's just leave Putin Rustam Leondovich. Something like that. Yeah, there's no way it's taken 5 hours where they would be deleted. I guess I could leave that guy open. Yeah, so let's shrink these for a minute and go look at something else. So how happy are we over here? We dumped a bunch of people. I don't think I've really checked. Oh, great. That's excellent to see. I don't know if everybody over here will be happy, but it's just great to see that the bunch of them are happy. Are you guys happy? Yeah, so in between the episodes, by the way, we didn't really have enough people working at the university, so I switched this house to go work at the university. Do we have enough? Well, yeah, you know what? We're going to max this university out. Let's make sure that's not part of the problem, because it will be heavily used, at least, especially in the beginning before we go. Well, it's going to be heavily used, so I think that's fine. Right, now how about happiness over here? No one lives there. Yeah. We only have 3 people living there. I guess they're the overflow. Yeah, not thrilled with their hospital stuff, but we did get ambulances in. This is fire station. We got people there. There's the fire hospital. Yeah, good. Firehouse doing well with 3 fire trucks. Good. Yeah, so people seem relatively content down here. Oh, you know what? I remember something I needed to do. We don't have any food here, which is a great sign that people are still happy, right? So what I did, I kind of half forgot that I did this, is I sent some vehicles here. So let's, what I did was 1, 2, right? So this is covered haul, refrigerated, covered, and covered. So we need clothes, electronics. Let's see. This is electronics. All right, so we're going to do, you load up with electronics. Now I'm going to have them wait just to cause a problem if there's none there so that I can see that there's a problem. All right, so I'll leave you open, but I need to stagger these a little better. Right, and then I think this is the clothing one. Yep. So you're going to come into here and get clothes. I'll stagger it so I can click on it easily. All right, and then you are going to get food. Same thing with you. Is this guy waiting? Yeah. All right, so now, oh, refrigerated. I'll put him over here. Right. You're going to come into here, and you can wait too. Now the waiting's kind of dumb because I think we're pre-purchasing it, but all right, so what we'll do is, just because this is the way I've tended to do it before, you're going to come here and unload and wait and start. I won't keep saying that. Oh, yeah, don't start. I didn't mean to start you. So this is a food guy. Unload food and wait. It is nice that I don't have to uncheck all those things anymore. Wait. Food and wait. And then clothing and wait. And then I have been sending, just to be a little bit consistent, because that's 4 of them that are now going into the 4 stops we have there, is I've been sending these electronics guy kind of directly into there, so to speak. At least in the other ones. Now what do we have here? Yeah, no vehicles coming directly to here, so what are we doing? Just 1 food truck? Probably. Yeah, electronics, you know, let's switch that around to be like I just said. You're pretty much full, aren't you? Yeah, he's full at this point. Oh, did he? Oh, he stole all the electronics out of there. That's what I was wondering what he was doing. Okay, is that right anyway? His route? Unload and wait. Go back here. You don't need to leave just yet. Yeah, putting them on wait there is kind of dumb because I am auto purchasing from those depots now that I think about it. So now we should start getting some stuff in here. Oh, and you know what? We forgot about Leonovich here. What is he doing? Oh, he's back at his house. Now we're back to no workers, but did we get workers over there? No. Is it just taking too long? If it is, that's a real true bummer. Yeah, he's back at his house. I don't think he should be. Yeah, I need to actually keep a close eye on that. I may do that between the episodes. Just really see. What do we got going on here? Oh, that's the old coal mine. We're at coal mine that we're not really planning on building. Yeah, that's really and truly going to be a bummer if this guy can't make it there with people. But I don't really understand why. Oh, you know what? Unless the waypoints are stupid. Is he doing something stupid with the waypoints? Yeah. I think he may have been. All right, so leave Bricksville. And go to here. All right. And then that's the same waypoint again. I don't know, but now come to here. No. Here. All right. Yeah, he might be doing something really dumb. Oh, look, he didn't go to that. That's fine. I might have put that in too late. But now he's coming there. I'm wondering if he's not, like, he wasn't coming around to a waypoint. And, you know, I'm going to get rid of this waypoint because I think that's really dumb. Yeah, so those two waypoints should just cause them to go on the other track over here. Yeah, now do we have people here? Yeah, so this one's not causing a problem. So let's just see if that solves it. We'll leave that open for a second. Give him some time to come around again. But I think that's what might have been happening, is that if I had these out of order, like he would have gone all the way back there to come back to this waypoint without actually having dropped off people over here. Yeah, it really would be nice if you could name those waypoints, and if they were... I mean, it's nice that we have them. I appreciate having them. But it would definitely be nice if it didn't just always say waypoint. And I can understand kind of why it does, but... I mean, I know I'm clicking on the signals, but it would be nice if we could have like an official waypoint that was renameable. Maybe they changed that, and I'm just not aware of it. Let me know if you guys happen to know they fixed that or improved that. Not really fixed, but improved it. Yeah, so until we can get that, we're going to have very... Oh, you know what? There goes the other train. With nothing in it. Why don't you load coal? And wait. And then... Why don't you unload here would probably be a better thing to do. Right? And then, yeah, this is aggregate unloading number 2. Why don't you unload there as well? And then, I don't know which one this is, but, oh, that's probably the one for the, oh, that's one down here. Yeah, we'll have you unload there. And then let's catch your partner. Where's your partner? Yeah, I know you have a partner somewhere. Come on. Oh, where am I looking? Yeah, are you... No, you're the other one. Right? Yeah, so we would want the one... Probably want the one that's empty. Or 0.1. Yeah, this guy here. He's the one messed up. Yeah, so let's do this. Which makes it actually a little bit easier to catch them. Right? we don't want it. You're not waiting in any of these places. You're just waiting here. Okay. That'll be a lot better. Now, did we get... No, we're just not even going to look there. All right, so we had little train signaling problems, it seems like. Now, what do you... Yeah, so you have 32 workers. Let's see, how long... Yeah, 2-hour travel time. Oh, no, you're... What are you doing? Yeah, where is this? Oh, what do you... You know what? I think I have, like... All right, leave Bricksville. And maybe I'm just making it... All right, leave Bricksville. Come to this waypoint. Leave here. I think I'm messing this up left and right. And then go to that waypoint. And that should be fine. I hope. Yeah, I need to, in between the episodes, I need to take a better look at what the heck I'm doing here. Because I think that even though we have people here, oh, you know what, maybe that one was fine, but he took in more people than he could drop off. So did we get people in here? Yeah, what is this guy doing? We'll end the episode. Look, 127 workers. Now, why are you... Oh, you picked them up on the wrong way. That's the reason for that waypoint in the beginning. So when you leave here, go to this waypoint, and that way... I don't think it really makes that much difference, but... Does that make sense? So that, like, don't go to this stop. Go to this waypoint. Okay, I got you. And then go here, and then go to this waypoint... and this waypoint, and then go drop people off. All right, yeah, let's come back to that. Is there anything else over in this area or any place else we want to check before we end this episode? I think, no. I think I would try to real quick maybe run over to here. Yeah, we don't have that many, but we have this guy. Could go to here, right? Yeah, I think it's odd the way it switches that. All right, well, anyway, head there, and then you can head back. Good, so we'll start getting some trolleys down here. And maybe trolley improvements for some of the cities, though I think for the most part, other than maybe making Neuve Revergrad trollified if we need it, is I would sort of plan those things for the next map at that point. So let's go back, take a look where this guy's at. Heading back there. Okay, good. Anything else going on here? This seems to be the hot spot. Well, we're making... I think we probably have enough of these. How are we doing on this? We've got some of it done. All right, so we can assign this guy. Yeah, that's just those two. We need to get them. Okay, we got our power, so hopefully that's a thing. All right, let's just end this episode. This guy should be... Yep, see, I'd like him to come on this other track so that the train that stops comes here. So this guy... less likely to slow down anyway. Not that there shouldn't be that much rail traffic on here. Look at all these conveyors. Oh, look at this. Oops. Yeah, we'll just pretend that that's not that way. I'm just glad it all fit in. I'm not not going to pick on too much. But we still have 127 workers. And yeah, they've only traveled for like 2 hours. So we're well within range. Well within range. All right, so let's see how this goes. Close this. And we should start producing and seeing... Hey! Doesn't look like 127 people, does it? Why did you only let off 67? Oh, because is that all we need? Here we go. So now we have coal in here? Hey, we got coal in here. All right, well, good. That's a good way to end the episode, isn't it? Now, what are you doing? Are you... Okay, good. You're full. So he's probably full because, again, this one ties in. This guy's got 2. But, like, this sort of... I guess we're... Yeah, see, the coal ore is coming down this way. This is coal ore. Yeah, I guess we're just producing enough... So maybe I just missed something, but I don't know. It seems like we got it working now, so... Right, yeah, this guy's filling up nice and quickly. Very great. Excellent. Right, so we're going to probably have to upgrade the trains. But in the beginning of the next step... Oh, look, there we go. We got some coal here. Good. We're doing better than I thought as I was working out all those details. But there we go. So we're now producing power. We don't quite have enough people over there, but we can work on that. We are producing... Well, we got the rail car. So in the next episode, we'll talk about... I really want to ramp that power up first, right? So if that means more, you know, more coal cars or more trams or whatever it is we need to buy, because once we can get the power kind of fixed and know that we're just making extra and reliable power, then we can start firing everything else up very well. So there you go. Well, we're getting kind of long in the tooth here on the episode. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. And once again, I'm going to do back-to-back, so I won't get your comments, blah, 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 blah. I think you've heard me say that before. Take care. Bye-bye.